Belisarius, often hailed as the last Roman, serves as a fascinating figure in history, embodying the last flickers of Roman martial brilliance during the decline of the empire. The term the last Roman signifies not only his prowess as a military general, but also his embodiment of the values, strategies, and ideals of the classical Roman Empire at a time when these were fading into history. His life and career underline the metamorphosis from the Roman Empire's glorious past to the Byzantine era's complexities. Belisarius's significance stems from his role in the Byzantine Empire under Emperor Justinian I, where he spearheaded campaigns to reclaim lost territories in the West, including significant victories in North Africa against the Vandals and in Italy against the Ostrogoths. These campaigns exemplify the height of Byzantine military power and strategy, reflecting the empire's last substantial effort to restore Roman territories. His victories not only served to briefly reunite parts of the Western Roman Empire, but also reinforced Byzantine political influence across the Mediterranean. Examples of Belisarius's impact include the successful Vandalic War, where he captured Carthage in 533 AD and effectively ended Vandal rule in North Africa. Another is the Gothic War, where he skillfully navigated both battlefields and court politics to capture Rome in 536 AD, despite facing larger forces and numerous challenges. These achievements underscore his strategic genius and tenacity. Historically, some historians, like Procopius in The Wars, hail Belisarius as a model of Roman virtue, exemplifying loyalty, cunning, and military excellence. However, his career was not without controversy. Belisarius often found himself embroiled in court politics, facing accusations of incompetency and even treason, largely due to the envy and suspicion of Emperor Justinian and other courtiers. These challenges highlight the precarious nature of serving a sometimes capricious ruler and the political intrigue of the Byzantine court. Alternative viewpoints consider the limitations of Belisarius's campaigns, which, despite their initial success, ultimately failed to secure long-term control over the conquered territories. The economic and military strain these campaigns placed on the Byzantine Empire is also a point of contention. In broader terms, Belisarius's life and achievements underscore the transitionary period from Roman to Byzantine rule. His actions and the subsequent failures vividly illustrate the era's complexities, where old Roman ambitions clashed with emerging Byzantine realities, influencing the empire's course and shaping Mediterranean geopolitics. His story remains a testament to the enduring legacy of Roman military tradition, even as the world around him changed irreversibly. Belisarius, a pivotal figure in the late Roman Empire, is often celebrated as the last Roman. His early life and rise to prominence provide crucial insight into the attributes that propelled him to such a distinguished status. Born around 500 AD in the region of Thrace, Belisarius was of humble origin, which makes his ascent even more remarkable. He began his military career under the reign of Justin I, eventually catching the attention of Emperor Justinian I through his intelligence, loyalty, and tactical prowess. The significance of this early period in Belisarius's life lies in how it set the stage for his subsequent military accomplishments, which were critical in Justinian's ambition to restore the former glory of the Roman Empire. For example, Belisarius played a crucial role in notable campaigns such as the Vandalic War in North Africa, where he secured a decisive victory that re-established Roman control over the region. Additionally, his success in the Gothic War against the Ostrogoths in Italy further exemplified his strategic ingenuity and helped regain territories that were once crucial parts of the empire. Support for Belisarius's capabilities can be found in the writings of Procopius, a contemporary historian who, despite his occasionally critical tone, praised Belisarius's military genius. Procopius's accounts highlight that, even in a period of declining Roman power, Belisarius's leadership offered a beacon of Rome's enduring legacy in military strategy and governance. However, Belisarius's life was not without challenges or controversies. Despite his successes, he often found himself navigating a complex political landscape, characterized by court intrigue and shifting allegiances. His career encountered setbacks due to the jealousy and machinations of rival generals and court officials. Moreover, some historians argue that his loyalty to Justinian might have undercut his ability to fully leverage his capabilities in service of more ambitious military campaigns. Belisarius's early life and rise to prominence are intricately connected to other aspects of his legacy. His loyalty to Justinian, while sometimes a hindrance, also underscores his dedication to the Roman ideal of service to the state, which highlights the personal sacrifices made by those striving for Rome's greatness. This dedication echoes through to his influence on later military leaders and the ideal of honor in service, thereby securing his legacy as a model of the devoted Roman general, whose strategic brilliance left a lasting mark on the annals of history. When discussing the topic of Belisarius, the last Roman, the heading Military Campaigns and Conquests refers to the series of strategic military operations led by the Byzantine general Flavius Belisarius under the reign of Emperor Justinian I. These campaigns were pivotal in attempting to restore the Roman Empire's former territories and influence, marking an ambitious endeavor by Justinian known as the Reconquest. Belisarius is renowned for his tactical genius and ability to achieve great victories despite limited resources, often relying on cunning and strategic brilliance to outmaneuver larger and better-equipped forces. The significance of Belisarius's campaigns lies in their role in temporarily recapturing key territories of the former Western Roman Empire. This included parts of North Africa and Italy, most notably the reconquest of Carthage from the Vandals in 533 to 534 AD and the protracted campaign against the Ostrogoths in the Gothic War, culminating in the sack of Rome in 536 AD. These achievements underscored Belisarius's pivotal role in Justinian's dream of restoring Roman greatness, providing a fleeting glimpse of a united Roman world. Examples illustrating these campaigns include the Battle of Dara in 530 AD, where Belisarius, despite being outnumbered, secured a decisive victory against the Sassanid Persians through astute defensive tactics. Another significant achievement was the Siege of Naples in 536 AD, showcasing Belisarius's mastery of siege warfare and psychological tactics to minimize bloodshed. Opinions about Belisarius's military prowess often emphasize his ability to achieve success with limited manpower and resources, earning him comparisons to legendary military figures in history. Proponents highlight his strategic flexibility, ability to inspire loyalty, and diplomatic acumen, painting him as one of Byzantium's greatest generals. However, Belisarius faced challenges, including political rivalries and constant suspicion from his mentor, Justinian, which occasionally undermined his efforts. The objective of restoring the Roman Empire faced the inherent contradiction of overextension, with successes being precarious and short-lived. Critics argue that these campaigns, while initially successful, drained the Byzantine Empire's resources, leaving it vulnerable to future threats. Belisarius's military campaigns intertwine with broader themes such as loyalty, the ambition of empire restoration, and the balance of power politics during Justinian's reign. These elements illustrate the complexities of leadership and the contrasting fates of triumph and failure in historical endeavors, making Belisarius a multifaceted figure whose legacy resonates as both a last echo of Rome's imperial past and a symbol of Byzantine resilience. Belisarius, a Byzantine general under Emperor Justinian I, played a pivotal role in the reconquest of the Western Roman Empire during the 6th century. This effort, known as the Justinianic Reconquest, marked a significant, albeit temporary, restoration of Roman territories lost to various barbarian kingdoms, following the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Belisarius's role is essential to understanding this reconquest due to his military expertise and strategic acumen, which allowed for the reclaiming of North Africa and Italy, among other territories, thus attempting to restore the glory of Rome. The reconquest of the Western Roman Empire under Belisarius is significant, as it symbolizes the last significant effort to restore Roman rule in the West, reflecting Justinian's broader vision of renewing Roman heritage and dominance. It is an exemplar of military prowess, showcasing how a smaller, well-commanded force could overcome seemingly insurmountable odds, which was a testament to Belisarius's leadership and ingenuity. Two prime examples illustrate his influence. First, the Vandalic War in North Africa, where Belisarius defeated the Vandals with an efficient campaign culminating in the capture of Carthage in 533 AD, effectively ending Vandal rule. Second, his involvement in the Gothic War saw him lead Byzantine forces into Italy, where he captured the city of Rome in 536 AD, and later besieged Ravenna, the Ostrogothic capital. These victories opened the door for a brief Byzantine Renaissance in the West. Supporters like the historian Procopius lauded Belisarius for his resourcefulness and loyalty to Justinian, portraying him as the ideal Roman general. However, his campaigns were not without challenges. The reconquests strained Byzantine resources and faced logistical difficulties, raising debates about whether such expansive military efforts were sustainable. Additionally, political intrigues within Justinian's court often undermined Belisarius, culminating in his recall and temporary disgrace. Critics also argue that the reconquest was ultimately a Pyrrhic victory, as the territories proved difficult to hold and contributed to the empire's overextension, ultimately leaving the Byzantine Empire vulnerable to other threats. Lastly, the success under Belisarius set an ambitious precedent for later Byzantine military strategies and had enduring influences on the empire's interactions with both European and Islamic powers. Overall, Belisarius's role in the reconquest underscores a critical chapter in Byzantine history, illustrating how ambition to restore past glories can drive momentous, albeit fleeting, achievements, shaping the cultural and political landscape of medieval Europe.